From the dawn of time we came, moving silently down through the centuries, living many secret lives, struggling to reach the time of the gathering, when the few who remain will battle to the last. No one has ever known we were among you, until now, on the Vox Cascadia podcast.
Welcome back, everyone. You may recognize that from the Highlander because we have Connor, we have Tyler, and we have the Hobby Highlander himself, Rob Macleod, joining us.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, welcome, Rob. So, been teasing you for a while too. So I've been bugging you for months to get on the show, and you finally joined us. So welcome.
Yeah, we've been trying to make this happen. I got busy schedules. You guys have rain.
A schedule, kind of.
Schedule.
We have a schedule. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Every Tuesday, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so we're gonna learn a little bit more about Rob tonight. We're gonna talk about the scene down in California where he is, and why LAFC sucks too. So, I got my Timbers stuff going on. So now we've had a Timbers Army, we've had the LAFC, whatever the hell you guys are, and then LA Galaxy with Samo and Matt. So if you want to come on and rep your MLS team, just let us know. No.
I like the Florida one because it's pink and it's a good logo, and that's about all I know of MLS. Oh no, are they bad?
They're sellouts. I mean, coming from a California team, but they're real sellouts.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. No, Matt and David, who's down here, he's the guy that does the stats for squad games. We were a team together at the All Valley Invitational, and our team name was Los Angeles Area Non-Specific Soccer Team Fans. Because Galaxy and LAFC are rivals for those that care, and we put that to the side, and we caused havoc. Didn't win, but did well.
Well, Connor, I do have to admit though, I do have a Messi Inter Miami jersey because while Inter Miami's a piece of shit, Messi is the GOAT, and when he came into MLS, it was kind of crazy what he was doing to start off with. So, but we'll get into more of the MLS standings and how the LAFC's on a 2-game slide because the Timbers took them down a little bit later in the show.
Yeah.
So Rob, thanks for joining us. You and I met at LVO a couple years ago.
Yeah, like 3, I think. It was like 22? 23?
20, I think it was 24, but that was like 3 years ago now. So
That's
and
crazy.
we and I saw you had an LAFC hat on, so I had to give you grief. And you've won a championship since then, and we've done nothing. We played in pods actually. I was Intercession, and you were Corsairs.
Yeah, and
struck up a friendship from there, and we've kind of kept in touch. You're one of my favorites to go down and see, and when I go to LVO, and I missed the last one, and I don't know if I'm gonna make it this year, but
that schedule change has wrecked it because now I can't do LVO and your event. What was it called?
Yeah.
And are the tickets available?
Yeah, Killscream 5 at CritCon. Tickets are coming soon. It's actually about 6 months away right now. So it's coming up, but it would be awesome to see you up here, and it's understandable. I'm in the same boat too. I think Tyler, you're there as well too. Is like we want to go to LVO, but we have a convention. So.
Yep, absolutely. Like it's so tight. That time of year has just kind of popped off for events. Between LVO now, you got New York Open, you got us, and then you got Worlds like shortly after.
Yeah.
Like it's an intense time of year. So like if you're already going to World, especially if you don't have a fully funded ticket, like that's a big expense to go to another event. So we understand. We'd love seeing everyone that can make it out to our event. And we know it's hard to pick. If you have to pick one though, we got to say come to CritCon because it's something special. It's independent. We got a lot of really cool stuff. You can get a lot of the same teachers you can get at LVO for painting classes. You're going to get the same level of competition in Kill Team, and you're going to get to experience a lot of like Portland flavor and other events. Come up to CritCon. What, 3 now? Wow, that's crazy. And
CritCon 3, Killscream 5,
Killscream 5, yeah. So
I mean, the numbering it gets it confusing. You know,
We're doing it
Absolutely.
like iOS and Mac. It's like pretty soon
Okay.
it's just going to be like, Kill Scream. We're going to go back to Kill Scream 3, or maybe we'll do like the Xbox where we'll just call it like the series Kill Team or something.
Yeah, or we go between like the same 4 letters so no one can tell which one it is.
Yeah, it's
Just
the
start
S.
naming it after like mountains and vistas.
There you go. Well, that's like like the Mac
Yosemite.
OS operating system. There you go. Yeah. Kill Scream 6 Sierra.
We're just adding the extra little taglines on all of them from now on, so that people can be like, "Oh yeah, I was at a Ritual Insanity," and they're like, "Oh, okay," like so. If you haven't seen our new teas for Killscream, also check out the Discord. We got some fun stuff on there.
Well, let me put a note in here so they can see it if they watch the video. So,
you gotta stick that in there.
Yeah, Rob. So let's get to know you a little bit. Tell us about your journey in the hobby and how it got you to Kill Team.
So I started playing Warhammer fantasy battles with my friends in middle school, and we would just like buy. I was a dwarf player, so I'd get like maybe 30 miniatures and then like cardboard cutouts for the rest of the units, and we'd play in my friend's basement in Northern California and just have like 5,000 point armies against each other, where we only had like 4 painted miniatures and a bunch of just cardboard rectangles.
I love it.
And that was a blast. And then by high school, I got a little bit into 40K. I had my Space Marine Scouts and some other 40K stuff. It was basically like, I remember leaving the game because I went off to college right when Tau existed. So whenever that was the last time I played. And then went to college, moved down to Southern California, got married, and my stepson was 12 when the pandemic hit, and like he was just with me all the time, and we had nothing to do, so I just went to a local game store, and I was like, I saw some of the ads for Kill Team. I was like, I love Warhammer. I've been listening to like podcasts on and off about the lore, and I got back into it to play with him. So I was Deathcore, he was Commandos, and then pretty early on, a full-grown adult with history and tabletop games versus a 12-year-old. I was playing like 8 Kriegmen against like 10 Commandos, and it still wasn't. And then he decided to actually be cool and like get into like tennis and sports and stuff. And then I found a game store to keep playing.
Boo.
Yeah, and so I got the original Octarius box set pretty early on. And from there, I think there's maybe like 2 boxes I haven't gotten at least like partial ownership with. The last one being Murderwing, because I just was like, I don't care for either of these teams. Sorry.
That's fair. That's valid.
Yeah, but and so I've been playing since then. My first team that I actually like purposely bought was the Corsairs. It's always weird to me because like I love dwarves in fantasy battle, but dwarves don't translate. Like Votan doesn't translate to Kill Team. Like you want this like unstoppable, really tough, moving forward gun line. And Kill Team's about like moving quickly onto objectives and 1-to-1 combat. And I don't know how I end up being an elf player. Like that's against. I mean, I don't have a beard, so that might help. But like, there's this like, I'm Scottish. That's where my last name is Macleod, so that's where the Highlander comes from. Like, and there's the joke. Everyone's like, oh yeah, my great grandfather's Scottish. Like, I was 4 months removed from being born there. Like, my parents born in the United States or moved to the United States. So like my parents can't use Siri. They have too thick accents. I save their voicemails because it's just like, what are you talking about? So we're proper Scots. The accents, I don't have it, but I still do park my car in the garage, not garage. Still the Americans. Yeah, so I love the dwarfs, but I'm now an elf player and it feels dirty.
Now, quick question for you, related to the Highlander, the movie and the series. Do you have strong feelings and preferences for one over the other?
I love the absurdness of the movies. And like my heart is stolen by Sean Connery, the Scot, playing the Spaniard. It's just like,
it's so good.
It's about a Scottish guy, so they pick not a Scottish guy, and they're like, oh, we need someone else, so we'll pick the Scottish Spanish. The only impulse buy my dad has ever made was the Highlander sword at a Renaissance fair. He's a very calculated person, but other than that, like the Queen's theme song, I Am Immortal, I Have Inside Me Blood of Kings. I'm a teacher, and I'd say weekly that song just pops on in my classroom just for me to just remind the students there's only one and I am immortal. Yeah,
Have you
Highlander.
beheaded a student before then, or is that
I am contractually obligated to say I would never behave that
okay?
way in a
Great.
classroom.
Yeah. Okay.
And all allegations to the contrary are false.
Connor, what's your favorite Highlander movie?
Isn't there only two?
I mean,
There's
yeah,
only one Highlander.
Yeah, like there's one Highlander movie, and then they do like a really bad remake.
there's two movies,
Yeah.
okay, and the first movie, and then there's the series, okay, and the movie is the first movie and the second movie don't really jive with each other
Mm-mm.
as far as lore. You know, the first one is very beloved, especially like in the UK and
Yeah.
Scotland and stuff like that. But the series, okay, the series is peak American, okay, which is like where, like, you know, like most people in America know it with like the theme song, you know, because the Queen song "I Am Immortal," like that is all like from the TV show, and the TV show kind of like directly contradicts what happens, especially in the first and the second movie. And there's like some like weird reconciling, and I think there's like a weird made for TV movie in the middle of
Yeah.
the series also that tries to like reconcile some stuff, but like ultimately like they don't jive together. So like you either have to be like a Highlander 1 fan, a Highlander 1 and 2 fan, which is like weird, you're a fucking weirdo if that's you, or you're a Highlander the TV show fan, like, you know, like you're like a primary one of those. You can like all of them and enjoy all of them for what they are, but like, you know, generally you gotta pick one.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
The 90s like TV with like Kevin Sorbo's Hercules and Xena Warrior Princess was
Yeah.
like peak like
So
good bad
It was so
television.
good. It was so good. And like, you know, it like introduced like a lot of aspects, like a weird level of like deep lore that I think that people have like come to expect in television that you don't see in like the movies. Like the movies are pretty straightforward, right? Like you become the last Highlander, like you kill all the other ones and you become God, essentially. Like whereas the TV show, it's a little bit more nebulous. Like you don't really know what like the prize is, you know. So like, and then you have like things like the Watchers who like don't interfere. I love the TV show, I love the movies. I'm a big Highlander fan
Yeah.
myself.
So then, Tyler, how do you feel that they're remaking it with Henry Cavill?
I mean, like I'm excited to see how they interpret all of the lore and kind of stitch it together, because like he's a lore nerd, like the, you know, I will give him
Yeah.
credit. Like he quit The Witcher for it being lore inaccurate. You know, I'm hopeful for the 40K one, and like I think that he could be a good Highlander in, you know, the series, and I'm anxious to see how they stitch it all together, you know?
Have we heard his take on female custodians? Because I know that's his team. Is he?
I don't think he has weighed in on that. I feel like at least I would like to think that he's just like, yeah, it's fine, it's great, rather than like, you know, I'm guessing he's not too much of an incel that's just kind of like stuck in a basement. But you know,
I'm sure
he did build a PC on camera during COVID, so
I'm sure he's like, what do you mean? Like, why are you guys freaking out about this? I'm Superman. Like, get the fuck out of my face. You know?
Yeah.
Rob, you mentioned Scout Squad actually as one of your first 40K teams. I remember actually, and I think it was 2023. I think you're closer to the timeline that we met, because I've been to LVO like 3 times, and you brought your old school Scouts, like right after they came out, right?
Yeah. So I ordered the box. It was supposed to arrive a couple days before I left for LVO, and it wasn't coming. But I still have the metal Scouts. I should have taken them in here, but I had my like 1990s metal Scouts. I had to put 2, what is it, like 5mm clear risers to get them to the height, because the metal Scouts are shorter than Votan, like the Hearthkin. So I made a full team out of those. I had to cut off one arm and attach a like Mark II missile launcher from a regular like 90s Space Marine to it. And I played my first game of Scouts, game 1 of LVO, and I got 9 games in by the end of the tournament. I think I went 4, 3, 1, and 5. Yeah,
Yeah.
I had, but my last game, I lost playing against Commandos. I picked up one of the pieces of Octarius, and I had a scout guy with a shotgun sitting on a point, and we played loot. So I was like, that was a point. I also could have killed the Grot. I was like, and my opponent was like, oh yeah, I saw him there the whole time. I was like, so why didn't you tell me that I had an extra guy to activate? He's like,
I literally did the same thing at LVO with Legionary. In one game, I forgot to activate my missile launcher. Just completely bypassed it. It would have, unless I like completely diced, which I have a habit of doing, but not when I was playing Legionaries.
Yeah.
It would have taken out 3 to 4 guys.
Yeah.
But I forgot to activate him, and it cost me the game for sure.
Yeah. Well, Space Marine shotgun against a Grot, it's hard to get diced on that. You got to roll real bad.
I mean, that same LVO, I had the Grot kill my Legionary champion. So, like that's
diced. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. Well, what are you playing right now, Rob?
So we're in I'm in a league here in Pasadena. I'm playing Hand of the Archon because
Nice.
I'm a dirty elf player now.
Mhm.
And I love it. They're just so much fun. I played just this weekend, just like a non-league game. I brought the scouts out again. We got a new game store here in town. And it's like brought a lot of people who aren't in the community yet. So there's a lot of like teaching games, or like they've only played against their friend at home. And so for that, I take the scouts because like other than the scouting actions, there's really not a lot of tricks to them. It's like I can shoot, I can fight, 10 wounds, 4 up armor save. And they're like a real honest team to like teach a team to.
Mhm.
And if I want to get a little tricksy, I've the last LVO back in October, I took Ratlings. And if you've never played with Ratlings, you will never have more fun than playing Ratlings. Just, it's a good time. You're not going to win a lot, but you'll make people sweat. And I just actually, I was finished painting this up. It's not done yet, but I'll show it. Here's my, what operative is this? What do we think?
Is it it looks like Death Watch.
Mhm.
Yeah, but we'll check that out there. Can you see?
It's coming a little fuzzy across here right now, but I see an axe. So
yeah, so I've remade my Death Watch as Caracodons. So we got the axes. Yeah.
Nice.
So that's what I'm going to play next, as kind of like, because that's probably the most honest team you can get. I got 5 operatives, 3 APL.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm working on right now. But it's I know Tyler loves the Hand of the Archon, and they're
I fucking hate those in the stupid Torment Grenade.
So the Torment Grenade this edition isn't even.
This edition, yes. I got PTSD.
Okay. PTSD.
Yeah.
No, the best part about the Torment Grenade is everyone's worried about that, and then you run up and shoot them with a 3/5 lethal 5-up gun with 4 crits. You take down a Ravener.
Yeah. That's that gun has when it goes off, it goes off. I've had it like blow up multiple units in a row, and it feels so good. Like people aren't expecting it. They're like, "Oh, what's the doctor gonna do?" And you're like, "Oh, too bad you have a low save and a bunch of guys grouped up." Boop.
Yeah. And then pop.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, they're fun, and they're a great counter to a lot of teams, except anything with 4 or 5 damage.
Yes.
I like the scout squad idea as far as the beginner game, because I usually say like maybe Space Marines, but I think that like scout squad's very honest besides their like scouting step or whatever. They got a lot of bodies, they got a lot of people to kill, and so I like that actually. I need to finish up my scout squad because Max has to play them at a tournament because she lost so bad. Bet, so yeah. I got my Black Templar scouts that are they don't have heads right now, but they're pretty close to being done. So, but I like that for a teaching game. It's going to give me a lot of chaff, and they're not going to be too overpowered. So
yeah, and you can just drop the scouting steps to speed the game up
for sure.
And then you're just like, I've got some guys who are going to fight you in combat, so we're going to learn about combat. I've got some guys who are going to shoot you from long range with like a missile launcher, and it's real honest, and they can punish mistakes, but like, you don't have to do that if you're teaching someone. And then it's a big enough body for them to be like, I'm going to shoot, then charge, then fight. Because you don't get that against elves, and it's not going to work against a Death Watch.
You hear that, Tyler? You don't have to dumpster every brand new person just because.
I mean, like it was Jeff. Jeff owned a game store. He should understand the basic mechanics of games. Don't charge small guy into big guy.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like,
it's like
it
video
leads to
games. Like don't stand in the circles. Like stay out of them.
Yeah.
Leads to a glorious death, though, in the name of the Emperor or whatever.
Right, exactly. So it was fitting. He was playing Krieg, so.
Oh, well, that's fair. Yeah, they're supposed to die.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what they do.
They just died a lot. So.
Yeah.
So, Rob, you mentioned you're a dirty elf player, and I recently too have become all about that booty, in particular Corsairs booty. And I don't know what I'm doing with them. I thought I was doing all right, and then the last weekend I lost 4 games in a row, pretty bad in all 4. One to Chuck, so that's great. I can't wait to have to wait for 3 months to play Chuck again, so I can maybe redeem myself. But any tips for Corsairs?
So I took Corsairs to LVO January of last year. So that was the beginning of this new edition. That was a bit rough. They had they've had a few changes since then.
Yeah.
The biggest problem at that time, the Legionnaires and Warp Coven could still reduce piercing.
Yeah, if you weren't playing Warp Coven or Legionnaires, you just kind of weren't playing Kill Team.
But I still did some damage. There's 2 ways to play Corsairs. There's being cagey and counterattack, and then there's the right way, which is just like full send. So when I still play them occasionally because I have my regular Corsairs, and I built an entirely another team that are like Indiana Jones. They're Raiders, Eldaria Raiders. Who are the snipers?
Rangers.
That's it. Yeah, Ranger bodies with the cloaks and the hoods and everything, but with all the arms from Corsairs, painted in like green and brown camo. So I still love taking them out, but when I took them to LVO, there wasn't a single elite player I played against that I didn't kill a Marine turning point 1. Now that was when you still had scouting steps, so it's a little bit easier. But you got 2 piercing, 2 guns, and you can get them to the midboard. So if anyone gets close to the midboard, if you're within 2 inches of the midboard, I'm killing a Marine turning point 1. And then immediately it's like, if I win initiative, I'm killing a second Marine. And if I don't, you take out one of my piercing 2 guns. I still got another one. So I feel like what people aren't expecting is that like you just threat saturate. I mean, I've listened to the Just Another Kill Team podcast, and they're always talking about that. But like, you just send everyone, and eventually you'll win. And now they've got enough options for rerolls if you're on objectives or if the target's on objectives. That was their curse last edition, is you're spending all your CP on that. But it's a lot of fun doing that. I don't think it's the best way to win. But really, it's the classic glass cannon. If you really want to play them well, which if you want to beat Chuck, and his Rekkas or whatever, the better option is just, Pop-Tart. Do everything because you've played enough. Connor, you play mostly 2 APL teams, right?
Yeah, for a while there was Hunter Clade, and then now I've done Nemesis Claw, but I'm trying to find my roots back to 2 APL.
Yeah. So the pseudo 2 APL is fun because, you move out, shoot, and dash back, and then, they fold as soon as they get hit, but you can't see them, you can't shoot them. So that's a good way to play them. And then I think the other part that people forget is you've got 5 power swords. So charge my medic. He's got a power sword. That's good luck, unless you're a Space Marine. And then getting good use of the counter charge from the bird guy, but they nerfed that a little bit as well. Yeah. It's all about. Go ahead.
I just remember being at LVO, and it was the first time I'd ever played Corsairs into you, and I was also pretty damn new to Kill Team at the time, and I'm like, I'm gonna scoot this guy over here, and you're like, cool, I can charge you, and I'm like, oh wait, what? You can what? And it was a super fun game, and actually, I think you even let me have some takebacks because I didn't realize how stupid I was being at the time. So, but I think one thing that really hurt Connor in our game is that he moved his psyker guy up to a door.
Yeah.
And it happened to be, we were playing a descent map, and I happened to then move my skin thief from the other side of the board.
That I didn't realize was there despite setting up the map 20 minutes ago. So that was no good.
He did though. He did some of that aggression though. He charged up his whatever the plasma guy is, and took my leader down to like 3 health, and I was kind of terrified at that point because we were playing descent maps, and we're playing the long edge deployments.
Yeah.
So the board is like 6 inches across.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it was super fun. But then
There's no 6 inches.
Connor, also your dice. You got to get rid of those fucking dice. Like.
I know, I'm so sad. I went and got some Corsair dice from my store because I was like, ooh, Corsair dice. That'll be fun to go with the Corsairs. And they're not that great.
That's the worst. I've thrown away multiple sets of dice, so I feel you.
I have the opposite problem right now. I got a set of dice from John Reese at the first LVO I went to, and they're his Can You Roll a Crit dice. And I always just saved them for, rolling for initiative. But in this league, I've been using them mostly. And the last game I played, I was like, you have to use my dice. Because like when, like Tyler, when you're playing Hand of the Archon, it's like a hit's turned to a crit. I've got rending. I've got lethal 5 up. So they're all crits anyway. Yeah. But then you're just like, I just rolled 3 natural crits anyway on top of that. So I was like, I feel bad because it's like, oh, now I have to save this. Oh, look, I rolled 3 crits on saves. So
every time I play Hand of the Archon lately, everyone always rolls all crits also. So it's like
it's crit
cool. That was cool. Like it doesn't feel as special when you can actually parry everything back. Chuck, you were fucking. It was all crits every time.
I punched one of his dudes to death with my heavy intercessor actually too. So
he punched my Crimson Duelist to death.
So even with your double parry, just nothing.
Double parry, nothing.
Yeah, just
like hits on twos. Just
hits on big old Space Marine paws.
Or 8 crits, and he just slapped me down. Like it was because he rolled 8 crits also. Like what the fuck am I supposed to do with that?
Yeah, that's just dice be dice.
Well, when you play with loaded dice, I mean it helps a lot.
Wait, what, Chuck?
Oh, yeah. Huh? Although actually, like you talk about dice, I feel like I have so I'm playing Nemesis Claw right now because I'm playing a league here in Vancouver, and I brought out these old like chaos dice that I just had. I picked them up somewhere, and they're just black dice with white pips and a white chaos on the 6, and those things roll real fucking hot. Like
they were good.
Yeah, I don't. It almost feels bad to use them like the Can You Roll a Crit dice. I'm gonna keep using them until I don't know. Maybe I think Sean was saying that he puts his stuff in salt water to see if it actually like measures right or whatever.
It sounds like too much work.
Yeah. I mean,
you buy the dice; they're legal. Like as long
they're
as
GW dice too.
As long as you're not altering your dice, roll with them. I say, if you get
there's some real funny dice though. Like when I was playing my Murder Wing recently, I have 2 sets of dice. I have the old black and red Blood Angels dice from like 8th edition, 9th edition, I don't know. And they suck. Like they're really cool dice. They're black with red accents on them. All the pips are blood drops. So they're like really cool Death Company dice, and they're horrible. And then I have Sanguinary Guard dice from when like Dante came out that are gold with like red and just normal pips, and those seem fine. But there's sometimes just dice suck.
Yeah. Have you heard the theory about the Nurgle dice that GW made?
No.
Yeah. So the off-white bone Nurgle dice with the green pips, those rolled I've seen on Reddit, it's been a while, but an abnormally high number of 5s and 6s for a faction that has feel no pains on 5s and 6s. And so I have like 3 of them now because there was a guy in our scene that kept on playing Nurgle, and he was like, I'm getting tired of these accusations. You have them. And he just gave them all away.
So are these like the Death Guard ones that have like the plague looking bubbly ones? Okay.
Yeah. I think it's those. And I've tested them out. Like it's not a hard test, but like I've rolled them a bunch, and it's like abnormally number of, if you need to roll a 5 up, they do that well.
It's like the ones
add
with
to cart,
the purple pips,
expedite
right?
shipping,
like the kind of like puke green, like baby shit green.
It's off white. It's like the bone white and then green pips, I think. But I heard there was like a commonly accepted But my solution to that is if I'm rolling hot, then I let my opponent roll with my dice for a little bit. And then inevitably they fail for them, and then they feel even worse. So
don't touch my dice, please, unless you must.
I just take them and throw them in the toilet, and then somebody finds them and then puts it up on Reddit. And so you guys saw that, right?
Yeah.
The 40K tournament where the guy was
Yeah.
playing with loaded dice and tried to flush them.
Yeah.
And they still came up sixes.
Used, what a fucking loser! Like, to flush them, like
trying to delete the evidence, I guess. What a bum.
I mean, like, just throw them in the trash. You know,
so much easier to hide it that way. But this guy's not smart from the starting point.
Like, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Not
so,
the toilet.
I mean, but you gotta like. I'm just like, this is kind of gross, but you gotta take crap on them too. Like, you gotta make sure nobody's fishing these out.
Yeah.
Like,
cover the evidence.
Fair. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
I mean, that's common sense, right? So
half-assed it.
Eat them.
Yeah. Yeah. So Rob, you mentioned there's a new, not after you pooped on him. Rob, you mentioned there's a new store in your area. Tell us about the scene in general there. Now,
what's the name of the store? Plug the store.
Yeah.
So Matt brought it up, but it's Crown City Games in Pasadena. Pasadena means Crown of the Foothills in the original Tongva language. So everything here, I know Portland, you got your roses as well, but everything in Pasadena is either Crown or Rose. So for the Rose Parade here in Pasadena, but
Rose Bowl.
We when I first started playing, they opened up a new store in Old Town Pasadena. It was a great store. It used to be a furniture store, and it was a great place. We had a huge community. Dakota did his first All Valley team tournament there because they had like an upstairs you could seat like 80 people pretty easily.
Nice.
And then that shut down because the owner sold it off and apparently had completely pilfered all the supply. And like the new guy bought the store and he's like, wait, where's all the stock? And he's like, what stock?
Oh man.
And just like had sold it off. So that nearly killed the scene in town. There's another game store in Pasadena, but it's one of those like it's a sweaty place. Like it smells like sweat, and also people are pretty sweaty. And we've like a number of our community have like tried to do like tournaments there, and they're like, yeah, it's gonna be like $30 a person. It's fine. And it's like, wait, like you're charging us $30 per person, so we got to like, for a 12-pair tournament, you got to have $40 to get any sort of prize support. And then this new place opened up. It's actually I first was in this location when it was a speakeasy wine bar, and you had to like sneak through a bookcase going downstairs and everything. And so now it's a new place. They've got a really big Pokemon, which I guess is the moneymaker for game stores.
Cards. It's all about cards.
One Piece is the new one, apparently.
Yeah, and they've been really pushing the community aspect where if you're playing the league, if you win a game in the store, you get 1 point. If you kill the leader's enemy or the enemy's leader, you get 1 point. If you're there to hobby at the store, you get 1 point. And then you can turn the points in for store credit.
That's super cool.
The goal is just to get people in the store. And the first league they did was kind of introductory. That was free. The next league, I think it was like $5. And then that's $5 of store credit at the end. So it's all just like, it doesn't really cost you anything. It just takes your next Games Workshop box down to like 205 instead of 210 or whatever it's going to be. And they're really good at building a community. And a lot of people, it's also, if you've ever been to Pasadena, we've got a pretty rich old town where there's a lot of walkable shops. And so people just kind of like stumble in and they're like, what's that? And I pull them away from the 40K players and be like, this is where you want to start.
Yeah.
$60, you're in. And we've had some people come in.
That's what we try and sell people on, the $60 you're in. But
it's not
and
true.
Now I'm looking
it's
at
all
like,
made up.
Absolutely.
$60 if you want to play Rekkas. That's it.
First taste is free, man.
Yeah. And they're giving it, and so they've got a pretty good, I think it's like a flea market thing going on soon where it's like a model exchange, which is going to be great for me because I've got Wolf Scouts and the stealth suits on sprue and I don't need them. And Yeah. But yeah, the league is really fun. I've been playing so far. I've pretty much played people from my old teams. Alex Popov, if you know him from the
Yeah.
Dakota Shoutouts.
Drink.
Yeah. Matt and David Luciferus, who does the stats. But then a couple of people that like they show up to the league game and be like, all right, I'm really excited. It's like, how many games you played? They're like, this is my second one. It's like, okay, that's what this is going to be today. I'm going to teach you how to hide in combat. Probably still going to win because murder else murder. But
I'm using my Nurgle dice today though, so no big deal.
yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. More people are joining. My one complaint is I missed one of our last like league meetups. And I was just looking for like a game to play, and everyone's like, "Oh, sorry, I'm busy playing another league game tonight." It's like, so like everyone's kind of already tied into it. It's 2 games per month, and so like it's kind of a bummer because everyone's kind of their dance card is full. But you can find it still. It's just we used to have a really strong scene. It's growing back again. It's in Southern California. We got San Diego, this like Kel team dominant, and then up by Dakota, which is only about 45 minutes away, they got their other scene. And Pasadena was kind of the heart for a while, but it died once that last store died.
Yeah.
So we're coming back.
Yeah, Jimmy Kelly, hell of a guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, well, it's good to see the scenes coming back. I feel like that sometimes they ebb and flow a little bit, so it's good that y'all are bringing it back, even if you do have poor taste in soccer teams. So, Connor, can you name what sport is played in the Rose Bowl? What the Rose Bowl is?
It's college football bowl game.
Look at you.
Yep.
I did go to it a few times when I lived in California. Come on, Chuck.
Nice.
Yeah.
What part? What were you? They play soccer there too.
It's
Actually,
awful.
Rob, I saw a LA Galaxy versus Miami Fusion game there in like 1998.
Fusion.
God, yes.
Wow.
I'm an old motherfucker. Yes.
I was just born in that year.
Yeah. Actually, I was dating a girl who lived in North Hollywood at the time. I still lived up here, and we went to a LA Galaxy Miami Fusion game.
Was she like an actress?
No, she wasn't.
They all are.
No. Pretty much. No.
Yeah.
She grew up there. But yeah, that's exciting. So I'm actually have you done leagues before? Because I'm in my first league right now. So
yeah. I've done, this is like probably like my 5th or 6th league. At the old store, I set up and I ran the leagues because I can do math and pairings. And we didn't use BCP. And then we did a narrative league that I wrote a narrative for back in second edition with Octarius and Knockbend and Into the Dark. So it's really fun. I like setting up leagues because you can't run a tournament and play at a tournament. That's kind of fishy. But you can do a league. I feel like is a bit better because you're not on call to judge everything. Sure. So you can run your own league and play in it. So that was fun.
So any tips from me who's in my first league? My league sounds like it's about the same as yours too. It's 1 game every 2 weeks, so like 2 games a month basically. Like how do you when you like do you approach a league just like kind of casual games? You pick a team and play, or is there another way to look at it?
Yeah. So for this one, I picked. So I don't really follow the classified system too closely, but I want to get as much time out of my teams as possible. So like I've just taken this year of the rotation to play Into the Dark teams, and then next year I'll take the Beta Decima teams. So I have like a little more time with them. My view going into a league is this one is specifically to build the community. So like I'm taking the Hand of the Archon because I feel like I can flex into like I went up against Murderwing. I was like, I'm gonna play hard, and I end up winning that one. And then I'll play against people that are pretty like new, and it's like, all right, so we're gonna leave the 2 AP2 guns behind, and we're just gonna take some more agents. But yeah, I look at it a lot of times. Like I played Hand of the Archon briefly when they first came out and went back to Corsairs, and it's like it tends to like dust them off, and I feel like people don't approach it like they're meta chasers. Like every Murderwing player in our league is pretty new, and same thing with Wolf Scouts. So like you get a chance to like fiddle around, and like for me, I play really tight myself. Like if I put my person where I thought they would be in a good position, it turns out they're out of out of charge for the next turn. I'll play honest, but I won't let my opponent or won't hold my opponent to that standard because like it's how I learned to be tight. So when I go to LVO or hopefully Kill Scream at some point, like I can be a polite ass and be like, nope, that is 9.1 inches away. You cannot make that charge, but I can. But it's all about practicing that on my end, and then just there's been a couple games where it's like, yeah, this game's over at turning point 2 because you mispositioned. Oh, look, I ran into your mines with 2 of my models. Game's still going. Let's finish
shucks,
this.
how did that happen?
Yeah. Oh, frag grenade into my own team. But yeah, it's good at practice.
I like that, actually. With this league, part of the reason I'm playing Nemesis Clause, I want Tacoma Open comes up in July, and I want to bring Murder Wing. I've got my Loyalist Murder Wing that I'm working on, and I was talking to Sean Ross, and Sean was like, should I play Murder Wing or like Wolf Scouts or something? He's like, no, you should play something like Nemesis Clause, so I can do exactly that, like work on positioning and work on like tightening up my game rather than just like steamrolling someone like I did Connor. So I think that
you're lying anyways. We all know that I apparently have an insane amount of influence over you, and you saw me play Nemesis Claw, and you just had to be like, well, Connor just makes him look so cool. And then you did this same.
Those young bloods.
Literally, the reason you had to chug a Mike's Hard Lemonade this weekend is because you sucked with Nemesis Claw at Tacoma last year. So
I still got an award for him. Did you get an award last year?
I did. I beat Connor.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just saying.
I mentioned the same one too.
I mentioned Necromunda. You bought a Necromunda box. I mentioned Blood Bowl. You buy a Blood Bowl box. I played Nemesis Claw. You get in them. Chuck, your retirement. You're giving it all to me.
Yeah, I've got you in my will for all my plastics.
Yes,
I get the house.
Yeah, that's fine. I just want plastic. That's more valuable than a house.
Honestly, by the time it comes to it.
Yeah.
Who gets Indy?
Jenna.
Yeah,
that's fair, but not the house.
Nah.
No. Come on. She can have the dog.
Exactly. She has her own house. Women don't need property. It's the 1800s again.
Yeah, I mean,
can women own property?
Yeah, they're about to outlaw that again.
Come on. Yeah, but to be fair, by the time I pass away, Connor's right. Women won't be able to own property or votes or anything based on the way we're going.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we should all be dead in the water wars, because they put data centers in the middle of our neighborhood.
Yeah.
So they're like, you guys, there's a lot of parks around here. We're putting a data center in the middle.
Have you guys ever seen that Vine of like how tech bros view the environment, and or TikTok rather, I guess, rather than a Vine, but stuff like that where it's just like guys doing bits like that. They're like at a beautiful like rainforest and like, imagine the data centers we could fit in this location. What if the natural environment would be great for cooling them?
Right.
Jesus. I saw on Reddit somebody has a plan to just like they're going to cut through the Himalayas to cool down India. So put a lot of tech centers in there.
Didn't the Emperor do that? Isn't that where like the palace is, like in the Himalayas?
It is actually supposed to be on like on Everest, I think. Or in the Himalayas.
So,
he chopped.
Let's see if we can find out who came up with that plan. How old do they look?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, like
perhaps
the Emperor is a
Anatolian.
perpetual. So, I don't know.
Does this guy look the same for the last like 80 years of his photos?
For real.
Was it Henry Cavill that suggested this? Because
he's really going all in for the show.
I mean, yeah, he's gonna play Eisenhorn. That's what it is. Come on.
I hope
he wants to play Eisenhorn.
I hope it's something.
Caiaphas Cain would be so good.
I would, I would prefer to be Eisenhorn than Caiaphas Cain, but I prefer a movie about that. Let's keep the fun in Warhammer.
Yeah, I think Caiaphas Cain would translate well. Tyler, have you listened to a Caiaphas Cain book yet?
No, I bought one though.
You did buy one.
Like
I feel like you're purposely not getting into this because it's something that I like.
No,
like Connor.
I haven't yet. Like honestly, so Chuck, I was kind of surprised you weren't in Colorado at the Rockies game this weekend.
I fucking tried to get a ticket and they were sold out before I had a chance.
And what? Yeah, absolutely. I saw that going on, and I was like, oh man, I'm surprised Chuck's not.
It's actually a Colorado Avalanche. But,
Avalanche. Okay,
no,
I don't know.
They had a Dungeon Crawler Carl night at the Colorado Avalanche game, and they have actually an Avalanche hat where they have the A for the Avalanche, and it's got Donut from Dungeon Crawler Carl like curled around it. They're going for like $350 on eBay right now. I did not buy one yet.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like
No,
a
they
box and
actually.
a half.
I guess the goalkeeper for the Avalanche is a huge Dungeon Crawler Carl fan. Like if people bring a book to the game, he'll give them their stick or his stick or whatever. And like, yeah, they had a whole Dungeon Crawler Carl night. And I actually looked at tickets, but they sold out before I had a chance. So
Wow.
It looked pretty cool. Like, you know, he's definitely a guy for the fans. So
yeah. Jenna's like, hey, I'm gonna go to Barcelona. I'm gonna experience culture and great food. Hey, I'm gonna go to New York. I'm gonna go watch a bunch of Broadway shows. And I'm like, I'm gonna go to Vegas and hang out with a bunch of nerds. And I want to go to Colorado just to go get a hat, and probably go to Milwaukee because there's nerds there too.
I mean, Timothy Chalamet told us that Broadway's dying anyways. It's dead. So,
and ballet.
Like, you know, ballet.
And ballet.
So, like, yeah.
Dune 3 trailer came out, and I'm just saying that shit looks way cooler than ballet.
Absolutely. Fuck ballet. Like, we got Dune 3.
Fuck ballet. Fuck the opera.
Absolutely.
I mean, I understand why Connor likes it. I saw his phone this week, and he had Timothy Chalamet as his background on it. It was weird.
It's not that weird. It's a great movie.
No, it was like an AI picture of him and Timothy Chalamet like embracing. And
Cortana
like,
was in the background. Don't forget that part too.
Cortana,
yeah.
That was just Cortana like sticking her feet.
Yeah.
Is that the Spanaway? Is that kind of like the, you know, Benifer, Chalamet, and Span? Is that what it is? Spanaway, Chalamet.
I've never thought of it that. No, it was when I moved to Washington in like high school. I was like the 9th white guy named Connor in my grade, and my last name starts similar to Spanaway, and I got it as a nickname, and I was like, that's a way better online tag than like whatever I had, which was still like my default Xbox Live username.
Isn't that like an area up there? Like
it is. It's a really shitty suburb of Tacoma, but it's only with one inn, so I have 2 inns. So that way I'm like twice
the fun.
Yeah,
absolutely.
No, I think it's a Chalamet relationship name.
Yeah, Rob's unlocking new lore here for it.
I like it.
Rob's actually brought the Connor lore to other podcasts. I've actually heard it too. Previous to this. So,
wait, where?
Yeah,
I'm concerned now.
I think he was on Squad Games and was talking about Brandon Bean and Brandon Bean being part of your family.
Yeah,
so, we'll just leave it at that.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So while you just met tonight, you've met before.
I'm just that much of an influencer, Chuck. I live up to the dream of every.
Yeah. No, I like your father has a reputation.
Exactly.
Like, he gets around. He gets around. Do
you know who my dad is? Yeah.
Exactly.
Because I don't.
Does that mean, am I like a Nepo baby for Kill Team in that regard?
Yeah, you're Kill Team Nepo baby for sure.
Yes.
That's how you weaseled your way into this podcast.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, he did bring you on his coattails to actually one of your few tournament wins. So when you win the doubles tournament.
I do have that right. That you can't see where I'm pointing, but at the top. And hey, the month I did my hyperbolic time chamber of training was the highest I've ever placed at a big event. So
yeah,
Nepo baby all the way, baby.
There you go.
So you're like Trunks and he's Vegeta.
Yeah, I guess.
Or are you? Because like Brandon, or is he more like a Goku as a father? Because like, nothing personal, but like Goku is a bad father.
Yeah.
Goku's a horrible father, and like, I think Brandon Bean's a good father, so he's definitely Vegeta.
Yeah. So guys, this is not a Pokemon podcast. Okay,
get the fuck out of here, Chuck. Come on.
This is for Cody. So,
yeah. Yeah, Cody's a huge Dragon Ball fan. I only know like a minimal amount, but he knows that. It was fun on the a while back. Me, Cody, and Nick. Cody and I were explaining Dragon Ball lore to Nick, and he was very confused.
I feel like there's the most random people. Like you have your Dragon Ball fans, which you're like, yes, that's a Dragon Ball fan, and then you have the most random people. Like there's this guy at my work who another branch manager. He's like big, tall, like manliest dude. Like we go to lunch, all he does gets like a whiskey neat, and like I guess he's a huge Dragon Ball fan. And I'm like,
you ever watch Dragon Ball?
Not a fucking minute of it.
Does he like to like work out, Chuck?
Yeah, I don't know because I don't know that much about him.
I know at least from like I never watched it a ton as a kid, but like it was all over it in like Cartoon Network and shit for me. And multiple people I knew throughout like all of middle school and high school had like t-shirts and not crop tops, tank tops that were like saying like training to beat Goku, training to be as good as Goku and stuff like that. So like it's why Goku's like the GOAT of anime, even if he's not the greatest. He's like the Superman of anime because the influence he has over the genre.
Oh, have you
Rob,
heard about how it affects Mexico?
Yeah,
Oh,
that too.
absolutely.
Like,
Yeah,
He
There's huge
What?
fans in Mexico.
oh, dude, like
Basically,
it's a national. He's a
Oh,
national
I think I actually
hero.
have heard that. Yeah.
Yeah, like when a
Yeah.
new
Yeah.
Dragon Ball movie like drops in Mexico, it like
big
slows down their businesses because there's so many
like
people
the cartels
going.
stop fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I've
know,
heard that.
like,
If you're ever getting about Chuck, as we all know, the common situation where you're about to be executed by the cartel, just look them in the eyes and be like, "What would Goku think of you doing this?" And like they're gonna burst into tears, man.
absolutely, you know,
I'm gonna have that one just chambered, ready to go.
yeah.
In case
that's
you're ever
something
getting
I
about
hear
to
a
get
lot.
executed by the cartel.
I've been in that situation, and that's what saved me.
See,
actually,
yeah,
so.
Yeah.
that is classic Tyler Lord. Chuck
Just going super savior.
Yeah.
Saying.
Sam.
Saying.
So, have you guys seen the online discourse where people like could like the Viltrumites from Invincible stand against and they're like, yo, Krillin would fucking wipe all of the Viltrumites. Like, let's be real. Like, you know, the Viltrumites don't stand a chance against
Those are
even-
all words.
against even the
And I'm
lowest
sure they mean
level
something.
lowest level Saiyan. You know,
He's not even a
so-
Saiyan, is he? He's like
no, like
he's
the
just a
lowest
dude.
level, like probably like what King Satan could probably kick a Viltrumite's ass.
Yeah.
Realistically.
Well, if they can get to the commercial break, then they're going to survive because those
Yeah.
freaking. When I remember watching it in the '90s, when it's like, oh yeah, this episode, and it's like 9 episodes over 9 weeks with commercials, and you get to the end of the fight scene.
Yeah. But like, you know, I like reflecting on that because I recently rewatched Dragon Ball, you know, all the way up through Super, and like reflecting on it, that those fights are like a couple seconds long. It's just like compressed, you know.
Yeah.
Like they have to slow it down for us to perceive the time and like everything that happens because like
No, they got to slow it down so Cartoon Network can get their ads in,
for sure, for sure,
so I can buy more Nerf guns and Legos.
100%.
Both those are
like
great
the,
purchases.
do you guys remember that that squirt gun that sprayed like jizz basically?
What?
No.
Are we
No.
are we after the episode already?
No,
we're
apparently
not.
not. Yeah. So wait, now Tyler's like, hold on, I got it right here,
No,
and I
like,
loaded it earlier.
It was the Oozinator.
The Oozinator.
The
Oh my gosh.
Oozinator. Like it was rough. Like the video, like we'll put up the video. It'll be right here. And like
Okay.
Oozinator is a 2006 Hasbro Super Soaker that combined water blasting with launching a white sticky slime called Bio Ooze.
yeah,
It gained
exactly.
notoriety for its suggestion of alien-themed commercials and the viscous appearance of the slime. Held over
All right, so
900
when
milliliters
I
of
do
water
this,
and shot.
when I do this in public, I'm a menace. But
Here you go, Chuck. Here's the Oozinator.
oh, I know, I got it. I got this. I'm reading the same AI synopsis you are. So
Yeah, you know,
Yeah, that's a rainforest gone. You guys all with your AI synopsis.
Listen, I forgot to do minus AI in the Google search.
yeah. I think we need to get it. We need to like procure an Oozinator as like a special they're only $179 on eBay right now.
That's a great deal.
order. Yeah, you know, your podcast Patreon money going to good things.
We
Now-
can bring it to CritCon. Like, you know how like at the Kids' Choice Awards you get covered in slime or whatever the Nickelodeon was? The winner
Yeah, I
of
mean,
CritCon.
I don't think that's even aged very well. Also, I don't.
Probably not, but you know, the
You know-
winner of CritCon can get oozed on.
You know, I like. How
Brandon
about,
is going harder than ever to win
Yeah.
CritCon.
Yes,
yeah, I do think that we actually
Connor,
need
having
to
a new brother.
do our burlesque or not burlesque boudoir calendar. for
Boudoir
podcast.
calendar, yeah.
I think that's a must. You know, like I think we have enough winners, a good selection of tasty people to put in
Tastefully positioned swords. And
exactly.
belts
You know,
and-
belts and miniatures. You
And
know,
Oozinators.
and Oozinators, you know, to make a full calendar. Now, I think that we have people that would volunteer for this. Hopefully, we can get the ever so handsome Jeremy Spake to help us out.
True,
with
we haven't
this,
mentioned
you
him
know.
enough.
He
Like,
won doubles. He won
Absolutely,
doubles.
he won doubles.
by
You know?
himself.
Yeah, he's just
By
that
himself.
good.
I mean, like it would have to be a doubles pose.
So
for
him
that,
and
right?
him and Mike Jeter just like
Absolutely,
you
yeah, absolutely. You know, I'll post a link to some not safe for work inspiration for the calendar. Though
I mean, I showed you guys my boudoir stuff, right?
No.
I sent that to you.
Maybe you did. Long time ago.
I
It's
did.
been a while.
Yeah. Don't. Should I put in the video? Sure. Fuck it.
Yeah,
This
but like largely inspired by the Mob Shitty calendar,
Mob shitty.
uh-huh.
Tyler, you just like throw out random words. And
I'm gonna he's the hottest guy out there. I'm like pretty low on the vice, the scale, whatever it is. And he's so sexy. Like,
Are you any of you guys Formula One fans?
Yeah.
I have like 3 friends that are really into it, and then I'm in their group chat, so they post memes, and I'm learning by osmosis. But that's about it.
Mhm.
There's one of the drivers, of course, he's from Finland, Valtteri Bottas.
Oh yeah.
And he gave all the other drivers a calendar of him pantless in like oceans and streams, just like it's all his butt, and it's the Valtteri Bottas. Yeah, I feel like we could do that, and it's very tasteful.
Let's there we go.
So I'm looking at this. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at this Mob Shitty, and I'm having feelings, and I don't know what they are.
Yeah, absolutely. Like there it is for you, Rob, so that you can see. Also, we're getting a little early into it, but we actually had the calendar for last year up on our wall in our home.
10% off my first order.
Oh yeah, his shirts are incredible. He's actually one of the inspirations for why I make shirts.
That's awesome.
Speaking of shirts,
yeah, absolutely. We got some exciting shirt news coming up. I got a new shirt dropping soon. The other shirts did not go out because my partner has been in and out of the hospital the last week. So I didn't get around to that. She was dying of dysentery. We'll get into that in the after show. So sign up for our Patreon if you want to hear it.
Ooh, good.
Yeah. There you go. Patreon.com/FoxCats podcast. So let's end on some realistic kill team ideas.
Yeah.
Okay. So today's Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow, yesterday when you're listening to this, unless you're on a Patreon, the Balance Dataslate came out.
Yeah.
And we're gonna tell you exactly what came out in it. So Rob had an idea that we have premonition, we have prescience, Nemesis Claw. Hey, there we go.
I get it.
Yeah. And what are you drinking anyways, Connor?
Milkshake.
Yeah.
For this long?
Sierra got it like halfway through the show. And then I've been drinking
did.
that, a Baja Blast Mountain Dew that I opened before the show started, and then a water bottle. Stay hydrated, kids. So, I'm like,
Jesus Christ. Fucking Gen Z's got to have 14 different.
Feel this in my arteries.
Connor, have you ever drank out of a hose?
Yeah. Why do you think I got diabetes?
Is that how you get diabetes?
Yeah.
That's actually how my girlfriend got dysentery. So,
Was she on like the Oregon Trail?
yeah, absolutely.
She's
All
hanging out in
the
Oregon
oxen
City.
died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the data slate came out, and Connor, what was your favorite change from the data slate?
Based on my experience last week, and I'm glad the Megas from Brew Bros can no longer do their bullshit 8 mortal wounds while staying on silent. So that was a good change.
That was a nice change. And Rob,
the changes to the Patriarch, though, like the Patriarch may be a problem, like that's all I'm gonna say with that. Like, they nerfed the one, they buffed the other. It's like
going to 40 wounds was kind of weird.
It was, a bit much.
I don't get why they gave him a 7-up save though. That's crazy.
Yeah. I think it's a tie-in with the marketing department.
Yeah,
we're gonna see a spot tie-in NPO thing.
Yeah. Speaking of 7, I'm really surprised they gave Murderwing a 7th operative because
I think it's fair. With what they did to Deathwatch, though, you kind of have to do something.
Down to 4 for Deathwatch, up to 7 for Murderwing. It makes sense.
Yeah, but Deathwatch had 40 wounds now too.
Yeah,
which is so.
Are you guys a fan of the extended storm for the Wolf Scouts? I feel like like a 12-inch radius seems maybe not quite enough yet.
I don't understand why it goes over your neighbor's table now, actually.
Yeah.
They can benefit from the storm too.
I think the new orb marker that people are going to have to 3D print to properly mark the space, like in that whole radius on vertical areas, is really going to be a big deterrent even using it, because it's going to be like, how do you have it intersect with the terrain,
Rob, I'm kind of bummed for you because the Hand of the Archon is just gone. They just got rid of him.
Like, but
league, but
the 16 operative Corsair team should make up for it.
That might help actually a little bit. And I don't know why they have 6 APL either. What are they going to do with it?
I just don't.
Yeah.
How have we not
The extra
mentioned
dashes.
yet? But that Beta Decima is the only map still allowed in the new card pack. Like that's crazy news to just drop in the Balance Dataslate.
Absolutely.
I feel like it's fair.
And
No,
like
I think that's fine.
Okay.
the changes to Mandrakes, where they got rid of all of the data cards and compressed all the operatives into one operative that you just take 8 times. So they have all of the abilities across all of them. Is
Well, the good
balanced,
news is,
it's balanced. The no fun zone extends across the entire board, so they just win if they come across.
But you can actually finally tell what operative it is for the Mandrakes. now.
Exactly, right.
that's
They were
good.
trying to remove that confusion. So
Yeah,
I
it was
think that
helpful. Yeah.
clarity is like good overall, despite the balance
Yeah.
issues.
And I mean, I'm glad that Battleclade has actually rose to the top of the meta, and it's actually like you can take 4 Sicarians now and in Battleclade, which is crazy. But you get -7 CP. I don't understand how that works.
Yeah.
And
Worth it.
you have to actually like paint everything in Mars pattern. I don't know. They're getting really out there.
Yeah,
with
it's
what they're doing.
getting a little hype.
I mean, Mars is the superior. I'm not an AdMech fan, but I believe that's the superior one, isn't it? That's what I've been told. Yeah.
Yes.
Like visually,
I don't-
aesthetically, all categories.
Is there anything for Adeptus Mechanicus other than Mars? It's just Mars, right?
I don't think so. It's just Mars.
It's Mars, and then you have like all of like the sub planets under Mars, and it's just like they're under the domain of Mars, and it's like the other major Forge worlds. But like we don't even really talk about them because it's just like places where the wars happen, right? Like they're like, oh, they raided the Martian Forge world of Ryza, right? Like
I think that's just another place on Mars.
yeah, absolutely.
Connor, you seem to have slid from your chair to the floor and are screaming in pain. Actually,
It was all good. There was a minor earthquake, but everything's okay.
It's weird.
Is it the Oozinator?
Yeah, the Oozinator got to me.
Is the sound finally going to like slide, or the like Western Peninsula?
I'm good, honey. Don't worry. I was doing a bit. I just got a Discord alert. She's like, "Are you okay?" with like 12 question marks.
That's questionable, but like we'll let it slide. He's surviving, right?
Yeah. No, I mean I think those are all some pretty good changes.
Yeah.
But my favorite change is that, again, like Raveners are down to 3 operatives, 7 APL, 26 wounds, except one of them has 1 wound. It just starts on 1 wound. I don't know why they did that.
Yeah.
Lethal.
Well, I appreciate the update in the Balance Dataslate. That really just like the one that's obviously the most helpful. All the rules far more easy to understand. There's no more tricky interactions or misdescribed abilities. It's very simple.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
You climb down ladders.
They gave complete timing on everything in the game.
Yeah. Order of operations,
absolutely.
PEMDAS, the whole thing.
For sure. Also, I do think that the Scout Squad getting 3+ lethal on all their knives, way too crazy. Like, it's too much. Like, they tried that at the end of it with a 5-up lethal, not even lethal, 4-6.
Well, they're lethal 3-up, but they're also like 0-1 damage now. So you're going to crit all the time, but it's just 1 damage. So it's not, I don't think I think it's kind of balanced that way.
Did you see the devastating wound? So it just bypasses everything.
And the shock that only applies to Space Wolf scouts.
Yeah. It's brutal shock. So like, it always parries crits. That's how that works, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and the shotguns going to a 2-inch range is kind of rough.
But that's bigger than average. So
2 inches bigger than average.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but hey, everybody, go in the comments here and tell us what your favorite change for the Balance Dataslate was. So, I'm really excited for it.
Dataslate readings. Right
Mark
here.
it down.
Absolutely.
This is what happened because we're in the future, in the past.
Yeah.
Sort of, kind of. But
I wish you'd stop opening time portals. It's getting really confusing.
It is. Like, I've had to kill at least 3 copies of myself during this filming. So,
are you sure you're not the copy?
Well, no, I am. Like, I came through the portal and killed the other one. While he didn't expect, because he didn't know I was coming. The fourth one's probably on the way right now. So,
So, favorite time travel movie?
I mean, it's really like the Lighthouse or the Lake House.
Like the Lake House.
With Keanu
You
Reeves
have brought up
and
the
Sandra
Lake
Bullock.
House multiple times,
Oh, it's
actually,
so
on
good.
car rides. Yeah.
It's got to
What'd
be
you-
Bill and Ted.
So, Tyler, you got to tell everybody I know your theory with the Lake House, how it.
So if you haven't seen the Lake House, it's Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves, and they're in a
Great
time
combo.
amazing. They're in a time travel romance. Well, this is the prequel to Speed. Actually, this is how they meet and become cops. Like first they fall in love, and that doesn't work out, and then from there they decide to join the whatever police force that is. After that doesn't work out, and they get in a hostage situation where the bus can't go under 65 miles per hour. So.
Is it 65 or 55?
50, it's probably 55.
I mean, this is like from the 90s, right?
It's from the 90s, yeah. So
like early 90s. So yeah, no, I like your theory on where the Lake House falls in Keanu Reeves is. Now, where does Sandra Bullock from Demolition Man fall into that?
Is Keanu Reeves in Demolition Man?
I don't know. I mean, maybe he's just like Wesley Snipes. He's Wesley Snipes in blackface.
It's only movies where they star together.
It's choice.
Like that's anytime two actors are in the movies together.
I feel like you gotta continue the thread though, because like
I mean, like if anything,
she was a failed cop. Did she get frozen and then she's in Demolition Man?
That was after what was that that movie that she did where she's like
The Blind Side.
Miss Congeniality?
Yes, Miss Congeniality. No, where she's a spy. Let's see.
Was that Miss Congeniality? She was undercover.
Okay, yeah, Miss Congeniality.
She was an FBI agent.
Absolutely. So after, so she went to like Miss Congeniality after that.
So wait, but
like,
do you think that she maybe met Keanu Reeves in the academy when he was getting ready for Point Break?
No.
And then they went and did those movies?
That's possible, but he got locked into the Matrix.
Gotcha.
Now, in the Lake House, which one is in the future and the past?
He's in the future. She's in the past.
So you're telling me that Keanu Reeves travels back into the past to meet people from the past?
No, they
like in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
They write letters to each other.
I think you missed the Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure tie-in.
Yeah, that's true.
This is he was doing this as a teenager.
Absolutely.
He's just
It's clear that he has a history of doing this kind of thing. It's just that
do you think that maybe they write letters because when the Lake House actually came out, nobody would understand what a phone booth actually is?
I mean, maybe because it was the late 90s and there's cell phones. I don't.
Yeah.
But no, you're right. He probably used the phone booth to travel in time to be able to write her these letters. You're completely right. I've never thought about this. I don't know why I've even, this is why we have our guest on here for new insights.
Now, Connor, how many of these movies have you heard of?
Heard of all of them. Seen Miss Congeniality only.
Wait, what?
You've never seen The Matrix?
No.
Wait, what?
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
Nope.
Oh my god.
I mean, Matrix is probably less forgivable.
Yeah, that's like not.
We've definitely talked about this, and I had that exact same reaction from both of them.
The Matrix, though?
Yeah, because remember we talked about how like the aggressors, because I saw scenes of the Matrix and Matrix 2, but I've never actually seen the movies because I know the first one's really good.
It's just so shocking, and then then
the first one's really good, and then like all the others are kind of bad, right?
No.
I think I kind of maybe blocked out that piece of Connor lore.
That's fair.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's shameful.
I'm sorry. I'll get on.
Like, what does Chuck love? What is Chuck passionate about? Connor hates it or has never seen it.
That's not true. I don't hate Kill Team.
You did for a bit.
Yeah, I did, but I grew back.
He's back.
and then Chuck forced me at gunpoint to love it again. I don't hate the Timberland Wolves or whatever your soccer team is.
Timberland.
Timberland. Sorry.
Yeah. Chuck and some Tims.
Yeah, dude, I can see that, Chuck. I don't. Chuck, we both love Taco Bell.
That's true.
I love Indy. He's great.
Where's your fucking flag that I bought you? You need to like. I understand that like behind you sits Sierra's desk, but you need to get that back the blast flag up.
Should I like wear it every day, like the way like people wear their country's flags at the Olympics? I'm more likely to wear that than the American flag at this point.
Can you do me a favor and actually like wear it around your neck and then do the like who does the funny run?
Nacho Libre.
No, it's who's the run they're trying to run into Area 51 that way where they
you mean the Naruto run.
You mean how the attempted assassin ran through security this past weekend?
No,
like Naruto.
Dude, he did. You know, we'll get. I'm not saying that it was planned. You know, that it's a conspiracy or that it was staged, but it's just a little suspicious. And it's not a good sign when when someone runs into a place to possibly assassinate the president, and everyone goes, you know what? I think the president faked this to get a ballroom built. That's like such a bad sign. For
public faith is at an all-time high in the United States government.
When people in the Republican Party, they're like, they're sure smiling a lot after this attempted shooting. It's just it's a great time. It's a great time. It's a great time. It's a very interesting time.
Chuck, really quick before we
what else
move
is
on
interesting?
Topics. Does it make you guys feel any better if I've at least seen the Animatrix?
No.
Damn it.
No,
that was really good.
It was. I'd be more impressed if you said you played The Matrix Online.
I would too.
I played The Matrix.
That doesn't count.
Fuck, what? I don't remember what the name of it is, but they had like a kind of like arcade shoot, like in bowling alleys type thing, like the same thing they had the Terminator gun game.
Yeah, I mean,
just Time Cop.
If you had played the Aerosmith one.
Oh. Yeah,
I played Aerosmith Rock Band.
Awesome.
The Aerosmith arcade shooter.
Yeah, I had that one. I think on like Super Nintendo. Or 64.
Absolutely. Revolution X, I think it was called.
Yeah, that was. You shot the CDs. That was cool. CDs are how we used to listen to music.
Yeah. Subscribing to our Patreon.
Absolutely.
Subscribing to our Patreon.
Nice.
Patreon.com/VoxCascadia podcast. Shout out to our Patreons. Let's just start with Rob,
the
Hobby Highlander Patreon. We've also got Sam, we got Zarin, Cody, Zach, Greg, I already said Rob, Ryan, James Nevitt, Happy Stick, OG Yog, Adam. Again, thank you so much for Morning Glory Milk and Farm. I can't thank you enough. Tanner Sorensen, Troy, Jenna, Sean, Nick, Scott, Keaton, Thomas, Mark, William Klaus, Tristan Hunter, Riley, Trench Fever, Evan, and some free ones too. So,
who are the free ones beyond me?
Let's see. Holly, Ace, Morgan, Kill Team Cascadia.
Nice.
That's Tyler actually. Anyways, there's a bunch of them. But thank you for the support. We really appreciate it. Thank you, Rob, for supporting us, and thanks for coming on.
It means a lot.
Helps us keep the lights on by stuff like Mike's Hard Lemonade, sugar free, that we can make Connor Slam.
I burped so much.
It was impressive. Yeah,
I felt like that guy chugging the sparkling
I'm so
water.
sad I missed out.
I'm sure you'll see it again.
That's too, buddy. Yeah, don't worry. I've got 5 more left.
I thought it was a 4-pack.
It was a 6-pack.
Oh God, let's do it.
Wait,
Friday of Tacoma.
Yeah, I'm down with that. So, Rob, you got anything you want to any socials? Anything you want to plug?
No, I kind of scrubbed my socials when COVID happened. I'm a teacher, so that got weird. But yeah, just Southern Discomfort is our team name here in Southern California. If anyone, hopefully just Matt, at least Matt, the Crown City Game Store in Pasadena, and then most of the Southern California squad game events, you can find people from our Southern Discomfort playing. So yeah, that's about it.
Sweet. By the way, if you want to come on the podcast, let us know. Come teach me how to play Nemesis Claw, because Connor just teach me how to demolish people.
I gave you genuinely good advice. Okay, I went 4-3 at Tacoma.
You did, and you lost to Tyler. Right? So
I was inexperienced, but I had a great second day. Undefeated.
You did have a great second day when you pared down. So, Patreon.com/VoxCascadia podcast. Tyler, you get to do the rest.
Yeah, you can check me out at Lowbrow Minis. I also got new shirts dropping at dicethrower.bigcartel.com soon. Really cool stuff. If you're on the Discord, you've seen a preview. I'll be posting previews up on my Instagram soon. Check out Chuck at Painting Cave Minis, Connor at Spanaway everywhere. We love you. Good night.